Welcome to our module map for module number 7. We are winding down, finishing strong, and for this module, it is for sure a whirlwind because we are doing eschatology. I really wish that we had 2 modules, just like all the other topics. We split them up over 2, but this is what we get. So for this, we're doing personal eschatology. We're also doing cosmic or eschatology as a whole and how it affects the world. We're doing views of Revelation and the millennium. And so the reading, you've got reading a lot of different articles that are really good articles in Elwell, and then a couple of chapters from Horton. Again, I encourage you to download the quiz questions before you read, and certainly that will help you when you take your quiz. For the lecture video, I've got that uploaded. I also have a handout for you that because in the lecture this week, I try to keep them 15 minutes or under, and this week it's a little over that because it's just so much content to cover. And there are a lot of scriptures, and so rather than go into all of them, basically I just have a handout uploaded for you, so hopefully that's helpful. And for the discussion board questions, you guys have been doing a great job referencing the lecture and referencing your readings. There's one caveat this week. I did not have the time in the lecture to talk about angels and demons, but one of your discussion board questions is related to that. So even in the prompt, I put that if you would just interact with the text, you can't, I don't expect you to interact with the lecture in that regard because I didn't mention anything with that. But the other post, you would still need to do like you've normally done, interacting with the lecture and the text. For your apologetics letter, you've got that there, and that is just your normal 300 to 600 words. Remember, that's not including your scripture references and things like that. So one thing I want to tell you that's a little bit different for this module is our final exam. Okay, and so when we did the midterm, it was kind of all due at the same time. Now let me tell you what I noticed. I noticed that your classwork for the week, for the most part, the quality of most people's work took a hit that week because you had the midterm layered on top of it. I get it. It's a lot of work in one week. So what I've done for the final exam is I'm not even posting that this week. It's only on 3 modules, so it's just 3 questions. So in that regard, that's helpful. It's a little bit less. But I'm not even going to post that right now because it's not due until Wednesday of next week. So I want you to get everything done for this module before you think about working on your final. Now, if there are some of you get it done early and you want it, let me know and I will send it your way. But I want your best quality work. Also, another thing to think about is because I am giving you that extra time, here's what's very important for you to know. Okay, grades are due from me Friday, March 3rd. Okay, I'm giving you until Wednesday, March 1st at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so that means I've got, and it takes me a long time to grade the midterms. That means I've got to do a quick turnaround to get that in. So that means you cannot get that to me late, okay? If you want to have a final grade, you just need to do everything you can to get it on time. And I know we're all busy, but I think that I could have just made it due Sunday night. That's what I typically do. I could have made that due Sunday night with everything, but I want it to be your best work. So I'm trusting you to get it in on time, to give me time to grade it so that you can have that post to your final grade. Okay, so I hope that is helpful. If you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to contact me. I hope you do. I gave you feedback on your midterm, and you have a rubric. So again, you know what I'm looking for in that regard. I really hope you take some time to review your midterm, that your graded rubric that I sent back to you. I hope you take some time to review that before you do your final exam, because I think it will really help with your grade on that. So I have thoroughly enjoyed all that we have experienced together. I feel like your discussions have been rich and certainly have enriched my knowledge and my understanding. So I appreciate all that you've contributed. I certainly appreciate all your hard work, and I hope I get to see you again in another course at Urshan. God bless you. Have a great week.